মানে কথাটো এনেকুৱা, let me speak about the Jagat Guru Srimanta Shankardev. What religion he propounded is known as not Vaishnavism cult. It is a not Neo Vaishnavism. It is Eko Haran Hari Nam Dharma, which is quietly different from the Vaishnavi cult that was prevailing in other states of in India. We have four sects in Hinduism. One is Shiva; those are worshippers of Shiva. Those are worshippers of Shoti, the Shakta, Dev Devi. Those are worshippers of Ganesh, Ganapatya. Those are worshippers of Vijja, that is sun, that is called Hora. But those are worshippers of only Vishnu is known as Vaishnava. That is true. And that was rooted in South India originally, Ramanuja, Madhavacharya. But what they practice is nothing but it is Vaishnavism. Yes, okay, they worship mainly Vaishnava, but parallelly they have also worshipped the other deities also. And considering that Vaishnava is above all, but they worship the others. And the concept of deitism or deitism, dualism, non-dualism, or dualism, these things are comes in under Vaishnavism cult. But in case of our Shankardeva, what he practiced, actually he was nothing but an incarnation of Param Brahma. It was not my emotional saying, it was highly proved. Because you see, the Shankardeva is one who, with his own disciple Madhavadeva, spread the real Vaishnavism cult in not only in Assam but also in the world. He was the first pioneer pure Vaishnavism cult. Eko Haran Harinam Dharma, that was the concept borrowed from the Gita, where in Gita, Sri Krishna told Arjun about Eko Haran Harinam Dharma. And it is I'm very much fortunate that these things at present time was spread over only one person in Assam. He is nothing but Pramod Hoikia. He very vividly explained all these things, very meticulously explained all these things. After Shankardeva, so many Namghar and Satras are grown up in Assam, but these are adulterated with the other Marga, Karma Marga, Jnana Marga, are adulterated in the Satra culture. Only because of things, some dual character was prevailing, not was prevailing, but it is still prevailing. Somebody worship Shiva, somebody worship Saraswati, somebody worship Lakshmi, Ganesh. But equally they also worship Vishnu or chanting the Harinam. But it is not true. But it should not be done. As because Eko Haran that was propounded by the Srimanta Shankardeva, and only because of that reasons Srimanta Shankardeva was come into existence to rectify, to modify, and to safeguard the real culture of Shankardeva. Otherwise, no need of any Shankar, no need of any Eko Haran Bhagavati Samaj led by Ilam Das or something else. Because it is only the Shankardeva who continued this journey, the journey of only worship Vishnu, no need of worship to other. That was only because of Shankardeva's Sangha was born. But unfortunately, but we are not carrying for this message to the other, even if not to the people of Assam. That's a very unfortunate for us. But at present, one person, and I tell his name is Pramod Hoikia. He's hailing from originally Hauntuli of Golaghat. He very dedicatedly, very devotionally, he tries his best to spread the knowledge of Shankardeva, what is reality. He never put blame to the other persons. He never put blame any other one. But he always patronized what the Shankardeva actually wants to speak. Only because of that reason, by his initiation, two online program was grown up in Assam, is grown up in Assam. One is Gyan Khandhani Khatra, that was from 7:30, and another is Nam Amrit. Nam Amrit, Sridev Nam Amrit Khandhani Khatra. That was from early morning of 7:30. So I know that in Singapore it is not possible to connect with this program because the people are so much busy. It is not possible to consume such a time because all are busy for the bread and butter and other things, the living thing. But if someone wants to know about the Shankardeva, I guaranteed one thing, that is, if you contact me, I will give all the details if and when necessary. Now let me see what is Ekokhon. Only because of that reason, I preferably at present the one person is Pramod Hoikia. He is a very dedicated person and he spread over all these things all this way. I sent two video to you already. One is the elaborate description of Kirtan. There is a first chapter Kirtan, and another is what is the Guru Shishya Parampara of Hankadev and Madhavdev. I just give to you. And third one I give to you. He wrote many good articles on Veda Tattva, Shruti Smriti. The translated version I have sent to you. And that was officially inaugurated in his last birthday celebration. He was now 86 or 87, like that. At that time, he is so dynamic and so vocal and so can speak. You can't remember that at the at this age, some people are lying at the bed, some people are not able to speak in all way, but he very much vocal in this respect. Anyhow, now Ekoharan Harinam Dharma, what I can learn from him, just I want to say few words to him. Why it is called Ekoharan Dharma, that I have learned from Pramod Hoikia Prabhu. You know, Ekoharan Harinam Dharma means we give total submission to only Krishna. Because only Krishna is nothing but he is an incarnation of God. At the end of Dapar Yoga and at the starting of Kali Yuga, the Sri Krishna came into this world to save the people from the clutch of those Jnana Marga and Karma Marga. Because in Kali Yuga, people will not able to do anything. He knows it. Because it is very difficult to worship, puja, to this. These are under some rules and strict rules and regulations. You do this time, you will do. This is the Shubha Muhurat hai. उसी टाइम वो करेगा, वही नहीं करेगा. This is very difficult. But in case of Nama Dharma, there is no strict rules. There is no rules, not a strict rule. There is no rules. There is no place. Nothing is there. Only you can chant Krishna Nam from your core of heart. You can give the path of salvation. And that is called Ekoharan Harinam Dharma. That was named by Madhav Deva. Mahaprabhu Madhav Deva in his Gunamala very rightfully said Bitupana Dharma. Bitupana. Madhav Deva called it Ekoharan Harinam Dharma. So we can find our mind in Ekoharan. That was the very concept of Vaishnavism cult, what we call in Assam Ekoharan Harinam Dharma. So our Ekoharan Harinam Dharma is just different from the Vaishnavic cult of the other parts of the India. Because they worship equally, you see. In Balaji temple, you see, there is a Balaji, the God, the Lord Krishna, equally Lakshmi, and equally also Durga. And Ganesh also. There is a mixing. Whereas you see in case of Chaitanya Pantha, in ISKCON or Gauriya Math, there is a dual, Radha Krishna. Dual character. But only in Assam, Shankardev was the only person who propagated the religion Ekoharan Harinam Dharma so that people can get rid of these worldly affairs in Kali Yuga by chanting the name of Krishna. So it is Ekoharan Harinam Dharma. Myself is not an ambassador of Srimanta Shankardev Sangha or Ekoharan Harinam Dharma or Pramod Hoikia Prabhu. But what is really true, that I want to speak. And the people of living other than India, those people, particularly in Assamese people, they should know what is true and what is not true. They can accept it or not accept it, that is their own problem. That is their own issue. My thing is that it is true. No, knowing this, it is true. Yes, you can accept the other thing also. It is your own business. But truth is truth. But it is very sorry state that we are not able to propagate this thing to the people of Assam, or this thing not to the people of Assam, not to the other people. So nobody accept this thing because nothing is accepted until and unless it is convinced by one person. First, you have to understand if you something the prayer, if you something the Krishna without knowing, without going to the inner meaning, it is become useless. But Shankardeva at that time, 15th and 16th century, the medieval period of Assam, at that time the Assams are not in a cool state. It was totally engulfed by some other practices. Societies, the Brahmanical societies and other things, those are migrated from Kaunas, that are from Ahoms and Kos and other things. These things are so covered, it is very difficult to get the. There's no unity also, there's no brotherhood. At that time, Shankardeva was fighting against them at the cost of his life sometimes. But today we are very comfortable with the Shankardeva, what he contributed at that time. But now the thing is different way. He is a Shankari. He never worshipped God. Sridhar Gadadhar Atmaram. These things. Actually, I was very, it is very unfortunate that I could not understand this thing in this way. But after getting the contact with the Pramod Khaika Prabhu and other persons are there, particularly in Nam Amrit Khandhani Khatra and Gyan Khandhani Khatra, I got the reality. This is true and this is scientifically true, not true, not by emotion, not by suppression. So I started this journey. Whenever I go abroad, maybe UK, maybe USA, maybe Singapore, anywhere in the world, I just want to deliver all these things, and that things I have learned from Pramod Khaika Prabhu. 100 to 100,000% I, until and unless if I not get him, then I will not be able to do anything. But I got the real position, and that was the message to all the persons living in Singapore, particularly Assam. I am not an ambassador. Repeatedly say, I am not an ambassador of Satra. I am not an ambassador of Srimanta Shankardev Sangha. I am not an ambassador of Ekakhan Harinam, not an ambassador of a particular person. I was not blessed by one person or some persons. My thing is that everybody should know what Shankardeva was and what Shankardeva is at the present context. What are the necessities, what are the requirements of this dharma, Ekakhan Harinam Dharma. We are misled by saying that it is a Vaishnavism. Well, it is a Vaishnavism. True, but it is not true that Vaishnavism is not Vaishnavism as followed by the Balaji temple, as followed by the Gauriya Math and other things. This is not Vaishnavism. We are Vaishnavism, we are confined in a one sentence that we worship only Lord Krishna, because Lord Krishna is nothing but he is the Param Brahma who is coming to this world as a hakar in a shape. That is Lord Krishna. So what the Bhagavata says, that if you singing, chanting the name of Lord Krishna, his activities of Lord Krishna, you will get rid of all the worldly measures. And that was the Bhagavad Dharma, and that was propounded by Srimanta Shankardeva and Madhavadeva and other disciples like Vanamali Dev, Damodar Dev, so many, Banki Gopal, who may be. So that is Shankardeva. Okay, these things I told you because it should be go to all the people, not only Singapore, not only UK, not only USA, the people of this world should know about Shankardeva. And therefore he is Jagat Guru. Why it is called Jagat Guru? It is not by emotion. Shankaracharya all spell out as a Jagat Guru. Shankardeva is a Jagat Guru. By emotion, not by emotion. There is some scientific, there is some logistic reasons why we call Jagat Guru. Understand? This is the things.